Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be testing beauty hacks. I'm just going to be using this book. I will link in the description the book from Amazon, which I got from Amazon. On here it says it's £9.99. I can't remember if it was £9.99 on Amazon or how much it was. But yeah, I've already filmed this video, but it was like an hour or something long, so I've split it into parts. So this is part one, which is all the beauty hacks from this, all the makeup hacks from this book and that, and then there is part two, which is going live next week, which is the nails, hair and skincare hacks in this book that I have just picked out. There's over 130 hacks inside this, so I just picked out some, and yeah, so let's get on with the video. So the first one I'm going to be doing is this Ice Cube primer one. Obviously it comes with a description and a picture, but it's basically before you put your makeup on, you wrap an ice cube up in a thin flannel or a thick tissue, and then gently just rub it over your face, concentrating on areas where your pores are more visible. And that, apparently the cold ice will close up pores and minimise your appearance under makeup for a smooth, long-lasting effect. So I've got my flannel. I just need to rush downstairs and get my ice. I am going to do half of my face and then the other half I'm going to leave, and then I'm going to try it on with putting some of my foundation on both sides of my face to see what difference it does do. I am going to give it the benefit of doubt and use it on this side of my face, especially since I've got spots and stuff this side, so I am going to give it the benefit of doubt and use this side of my face. But I don't really think it does like close up your pores, and that just like hot water doesn't like open up your pores and that. But yeah, well, I don't think it does anyway. I think that's what was said when I was doing my beauty course. But yeah, so let's get on. I've now got my ice cube, or somewhat sphere. Just put it in my flannel. I don't know how to do this, so I just put it under like one layer of it. I'm out of breath because I just run up the stairs, and then I don't see how this is actually affecting. This is a thin cloth and that, but all I can feel is some coldness over it, so I don't know what it's going to be doing. Like, nothing is coming off of it, so I feel like some like a liquid or something should be coming from just hold it over my eyes so the bagginess goes, dark circles go a bit. But yeah, it literally just feels like I'm rubbing something cold over my face. I'm not really like rubbing ice over my face. Like, this just feels like it's doing the same thing as like an ice roller maybe, but more covered than an ice roller and slightly less cold. But I'm going to do it around my nose a bit more, and that, because this is where my pores are. I do feel like also that putting a normal ice cube, just running it over my face might do more for my face, and that then having it in like a flannel or a tissue. So yeah, I do feel like it's not even like melting or an okay, yeah, like there's some parts that I feel really cold and then some parts don't feel anything anymore. Oh, okay, yeah, it's getting really cold now while I'm rubbing it over my face. Okay, I spoke too soon. I can feel like water and water coming off of it now. It just needed time to melt. But I don't feel like I'm gonna have to like pat my face a bit. And that down to do this. Okay, it's giving me like brain freeze. And that, since I don't know if you guys can see it, my face is like really watery on this. So, and I'm also gonna go red. So that is great. Yeah, that's also looks really wet now. So it does take a while of running over your face to kind of and then start melting. I'm going to put that down for now, since I've done it a bit, and just kind of fan off my face a bit, dab it with like the end or something to get the excess water off. Like, this probably isn't like a good thing to do when you're in a rush, since it obviously takes a while for it to melt, and then you're there and my face feels kind of freezing and kind of like numb this side. And that's a weird sensation, so I'm going to do this side normally. And that. But yeah. I'm not going to blend down my neck, since there is literally no point. And this foundation somewhat looks not my shade right now. I can say it feels softer to rub over my face this side than this side. Like, I can feel the brush more on this side, and whereas this side I literally just can't feel the brush that much. It feels so soft. And that. If you hear any squeaking, it's me moving on my bed. So yeah. Let me just rub this in. And that. So it does look like it's neutralised this side a bit, whereas that my bags doesn't look that bad, but that is not what it said it would do. It says it will sort out my pores, and that the book's digging into my foot. And that, where is that? Up close it generally looks somewhat the same, but that feels like it's more stuck to places. But my skin is dry. I did like obviously put some serum on my face and moisturiser and everything beforehand, but this side does look a lot smoother than this side, so that is something. And from a distance you can't really see my pores that much, well, that I can see anyway. And that, but it doesn't look patchy or anything, so it does do somewhat effect, but it just takes a while to do it. A smooth and long lasting effect. I'm not going to test out the long lasting part because I want to do some other stuff, and I don't want to have two halves of my face. But yeah, it does look like it's more coverage on this side, even though this side was probably redder than this side, but that could just be to do with obviously my spots this side, but it looks like a bit like patchy and stuff around my spots where it's red, whereas on this side it's just a little bit of redness like going here, but you can't really see much redness or anything. Also, it's blended better this side. Yeah, it's the exact same and that. But yeah, what do you guys think? Around my eye it also doesn't like clump much. It does give off, well, in my point of view, it does give off a nice kind of like coverage and base, and it looks nice, but it takes ages for obviously the ice to melt in this, because you've got to run it over your face a couple of times, and then once it's melted it's freezing, like obviously in that. And obviously my one's bigger than what a normal ice cube would be, because this is just a sphere, circle one, but it's gonna take longer than if you just throw on like a normal like primer or something. So would I probably do it again? Probably not, unless I run out of primer, or I forget to order one. So yeah, or unless it's like a really hot day, then I probably would. But wouldn't it just be easier to rub an ice cube over your face instead of having it under like a flannel or something? Or just get like an ice roller or something. I feel like that would be so much easier than getting a flannel and an ice cube. That, yeah, it might cost more, but at the end of the day, the amount of times you're going to use it will probably make up for that than having a flannel and an ice cube. So yeah, I don't see the exact point of having this, but it does do a good job, and that probably would never use it again. And now I've just got an ice cube chilling in my room under a flannel. So yeah, that is what this one does. Might I just add to the last one, it is a lot easier to take off as well, with the ice side. But the next one is a loyalty card liner. So it's basically just using like a spare credit card or a loyalty card, and that, just to make like an angle on with like your liner or perfect edge powder thing. So yeah, so I'm gonna try this out, and that. So yeah, so I'm just gonna use a random colour since it says to apply, because you can do it to your eyeshadow, to apply the powder along the card line first and then apply the eyeliner. So yeah, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to be using my Superdrug card and that, and I'll only do it on this eye. So I'm just going to apply Cocoa Puff, this colour, to my eye with this, and put it like there, and then just apply it. I'm going to try and just apply it over the whole of my eye, since I'm not trying to do anything fancy. Kind of just pushing it on, and then repeating this side. I don't know how long to do this for. I'll just leave it that. Oh, okay, yeah, it does work somewhat. It does work, but then you've got like powder on your card. But yeah. So obviously I tried to choose a darker colour, but yeah, it does do the point, because obviously it was like that, so it wasn't the best like point because it was kind of slanted, but it does do a sharp edge. It did hurt holding it, since you've got to put pressure on the area, so the line kind of like digs into your face, and that, I think you can see a line there where it's dug into my skin as I was trying to put it on, and that, but you can somewhat see a line on there also where it is straight. So now I've done it with some powder, so it doesn't look that good, which it does work with. I'm going to try an eyeliner. I've just got this black Morphe one, so let's try it with that. So I'm not the best with eyeliner, so I normally have to like hold my actual eye, so let's see if I can do this probably the easiest, and then go a line there. Oh yeah, that I just tried to do another line to see if I could actually make it like a thicker wing, but probably shouldn't have because I'm not that good, but it does do a straight, obviously, line, but I did put a lot of pressure on my pencil since I didn't know how much it was going to come out, and if it was like a faint, kind of like a faintish kind of line what I'd done like here and so, didn't know if it was going to work that well, but it is good for obviously doing where you want the line and that. The only problem is you, with this here, you don't know how far you want to do the line and that, so how big the line is going to be, since it's literally just there, so you're like, okay, well, where's the line going to end up, but that could just be because I used the black part of it, but yeah, it does do a good job, but I don't recommend doing that part. With this still on, you could probably do that part after you've done this line here and that, but that does work. And if I ever do winged eyeliner, I'll probably use that trick if I've got a card near me or something. You probably could just use, like, instead of using like a credit card or a card like this, just what's this, a loyalty card, you could just use like a piece of actual card, like paper card or something, since that's probably thick enough to use to just do the line, as long as you don't give yourself like a paper cut or something and move it, but yeah, that will probably just work the exact same as one of these anyway. But yeah, also how messy does my card look on the mirror part. But yeah, probably work the exact same, but that done really good. And I'm bad at eyeliner anyway, especially like the wing part, and I can never get them the same, but I think that could probably do, especially if you know the exact positioning that you've done. Like you could do like to the end of your eyebrow or something, so then you know the exact positioning to make it the exact same. And I think this would really work and help to then make your eyeliner look the exact same and symmetrical and that. So yeah, so the next one is to do with smoky eyes, and that it's basically you can apply like a nude or silver eyeshadow over your lid and then draw a diagonal hashtag on the outer corner with like a dark eye pencil or a dark eyeshadow, then blend using your ring fingertip, and then the hashtag design creates a perfect shape for a smoky eye. And you can obviously layer up the dark hashtag part as many times as you want to get like a darker, it says one more time, but I'm guessing you can probably do it as many times as you want for how dark you want it to do. So yeah, so I'm going to use the same products as I used in the last one, but I might do a different colour. I might use this sand pink here, just the one next to it. I'm going to use this eye and just pack that over my eye. Not that you can really see it that much, but yeah, just add some more colour to it. And then with that, get the pencil and go down, down. I don't know how hard I'm meant to go with this. It's really hard to see, and then you meant to blend it, and it's also really hard to blend. Great. And let's try and go one more time. That wasn't exactly a hashtag, that was more a H, but oh well. I just feel like it's sticking to my eyelid and it's not moving. Not really doing much. So I'm going to say this one isn't really a hack, and it doesn't really do anything apart from just make a giant mess over here, and it also hurts my eye to try and shift it around. I've just got a black part on my finger and just a black lump here, so it probably would have been better just to use like an eyeshadow and a brush to just rub it in, or an eyeshadow and just use your finger to rub it in, instead of trying to do like a hashtag with a pencil. In all fairness, it just looks like I've got a big pile of black eyeshadow here, so I can't like blend it in. So that one isn't really a trick because it didn't really work for me. I could be doing it wrong, but I had to put like pressure down to apply this, so it was like somewhat dark, and then I had to like kind of rub it, but it felt like it was sticking to my eye and it wasn't really blendable. So and when it did blend, it didn't blend that much, so yeah, it just looks like a pile of black on my eye. So the next one is eyeliner related, and that is just the lazy eyeliner. So you grab an eyelash curler. It says you kill two birds with one stone, because you can curl your eyelashes and then also do a eyeliner where you just get a pencil and you put it along the line here, like a small line there, like so, and then you just push it against your eye. The edge black, and push them to your eyelashes and watch as you curl and line your lashes at the same time. Okay then, I will do this eye. I'm alternate. I'm going between both eyes so they don't get sore with me trying to rub off all this makeup and that. But yeah, so how thick am I meant to do this line? Am I meant to do it over all of it as well? Oh no. I just feel like it's coming off of it. That's how great it looks on my thing. It looks lumpy, and then some of it looks like it's coming off. But okay. And then, oh my god, like yeah, done nothing, just added a little bit to it, and I also put it in the exact same place as it shows on it, but it shows to be in the right place. So that didn't really work since it's in the exact same place, but yeah. Because I feel like if I push it to my lid, it'll go up here, like the right place. I'll hold it down a bit longer. Yeah, still nothing. So that one doesn't work either. And I did put a lot on there, but it was like coming off from some parts of it. It was like looking like that. But yeah, I feel like it's just gonna dry to my eyelash curler, as if my eyelash curler doesn't have enough mascara and that on it. So I don't really feel like that's a hack for being able to do liner, since nothing already comes off. Like that was just earlier, but this is the part where I fully done it, only a little bit came off. So yeah, I don't think this one works. The next one is a light up eyeshadow. It's where you put a white like base on your eyelid, like a white pencil or something, like eyeliner pencil or something, all over your lid, and then you go over with the eyeshadow that you want over the top, and it just brightens your eyeshadow. And that. And it just makes it stand out a bit more. So I've just got one of my colourful palettes where I'm just going to do, I am going to use one eye with the white and one eye without. So I'll use this yellowy one. Actually, I was going to use this green one, but one I'll use this limey, greeny, yellow one here. And that, I'm going to do this eye without it. Yellow. Like, there's days where I'm just like, I normally get like foundation or something on my eyelid, and then I just use that as a base, or I'll use like an eyeshadow primer or something as a base to neutralise my eye. And there's also days where I just don't use anything, so like foundation or an eyelid primer could probably do the same as just using a white pencil, since it just makes it all one tone. But I guess the white part of it, it doesn't say if you've got to blend it in, it just says to apply it, so that is what I'm going to do. And that. But yeah. So it looks dark on this eye. This eye looks weird since I've got just a white bit on it, and then just black. I'm gonna press it down first so I don't move any of the white. Oh yeah, it already looks lighter and brighter on this eye. But I feel like I don't need as much on this eye for it to have like the pigment. Like, you use less eyeshadow using this than you do without the thing. Like, I had to go a couple of times to get this to come up on my eye, whereas this one I just patted it in on the white and it's come up and showing. Obviously it looks lighter and brighter than this one. This one just looks like dull and dark. So yeah, it does brighten it up, and obviously it shows like a different kind of colour, which is really nice. And that, so you can go bright one time, or you can have like a nice dull kind of pop to your eyeshadows. You can have different kind of colours for each eyeshadow and that. But yeah, this one is really good. I'll probably only use it if I'm using like colourful eyeshadows. I probably won't use it if I'm obviously just doing like a neutral kind of colour or like a brown or something. But if I'm going to use like a pop of colour or something, then I probably would use it, because obviously it brings out the colour more and that. But yeah, this is really good for this. Now it just says it just brightens it, I think. Oh, it makes the colour stand out, which it does, especially against the skin. I feel like I have something in this eye and that. But yeah, which is really cool. I don't know if I'll ever actually go out anywhere. It's like an 80s thing kind of colour. But yeah, so yeah, this one. So the next one, I can probably put my glasses back on now actually. The rest is to do with my lips, makeup wise and that. Sorry for the light coming back in. The next one is for fuller lips, which just gives your lips more of like a pout, like a lip plumper kind of thing, I think. And I've got, feels like I've got steam in my glasses. And that did not help. I'm just going to leave them. And that it's getting an essential oil. This is peppermint essential oil, which I already have. But I'm guessing you could probably use any essential oil. But I guess peppermint is the minty kind of thing to plump them a bit. You drop the oil onto your fingertip, or put a drop of oil on your fingertip, dab it onto your lips and leave to absorb for 2 to 3 minutes. And then gloss or stick on your lippy for an all day long plumper pout. So yeah, so gonna do this one. I've got my essential oil and that. Just gonna put it onto, it doesn't say what fingertip to do, so I'm just gonna use my index finger and a drop I've got. It's running down my finger and just hang it over. No, it's dabbing it, isn't it? Yeah, dab. Oh. Okay, that's done. I'm going to put a timer on my phone for, I'll do 3 minutes and then I'll be back. Oh, it feels like the lip plumper. Ugh. I think I just tasted some of it. Taste and that, but yeah. So I'll be back in 3 minutes. So 3 minutes is up. I probably should have only done half of my lip, but I really can't tell that much of a difference. My lips do feel really dry now. Under here it's like a stinging sensation, like you would get from like a lip plumper gloss and that. But yeah, I do feel like that heart does look a lot thicker, but it still tastes like the oil if I lick my lips, so I'm not trying to do that. But it says to apply like a lipstick or a lip gloss. I've got a lip gloss, so I'm gonna use this over my lips. See if it actually does anything. Not that I would have known any difference. Actual fact, I have a part of a video. Let me just try and I filmed part of a style of a vlog for the week I'm filming this, so that is what my lips somewhat looked like before, and this is what they look like now. I feel like this side's gone bigger, but there, this side looks bigger anyway. But yeah, also help if I'd gone in the line, wouldn't it? But I don't think my lips look any different. So, apart from just like a stinging sensation on my lip. So it says wait for 3 minutes for it to dry in. It's dried in. It's all got like a stinging, like kind of tingling, well it's not more like a stinging, it's like a tingling sensation. And it just dried out my lips. So it just felt like I needed to put moisture on my lips, then to put like a lip gloss or lipstick on. I feel like it would just dry my lips even more like this. Then I just felt I needed to put lip balm on instead. But yeah, but this is what my lips look like afterwards. I feel like I just need to apply like some coldness onto my lips a bit, but yeah. And then the next one is 3D lips. I've just left the lipstick from the last one on. And this one is just apply any lip colour and then finish it off for a pink, silver or nude kind of metallic kind of shadow, light shadow, and then just stamp it on like the lower middle part of your lip, your fuller, right into the fuller part of your lower lips, yes, in the middle bit, and then touch with your upper lip and that. So yeah, you just apply it there to make it look a bit fuller. So I used my Revlon Secret lipstick, and I'm just going to use this Shein. These look a bit scraped, but oh well. I'm just going to use this colour Rose Quartz, since it's like a light kind of metallic-y colour, which it feels weird. I've never used this palette, but yeah, looks like that on my finger, and then dab it here, and then got a bump, trying to get the lump off, just dab it in a bit. I feel like you only need a little bit. But it does lighten the area. For even plumper lips, here's a little trick to bring out their fullness by doing this. I feel like just doing like this highlight here or something would have helped more than all of it. Or I probably could have just put a little bit less on. But using an eyeshadow probably is the same as using like a lighter lipstick. But yeah, maybe if I used a smaller amount it would have worked a bit better. But I ended up getting like a clump on my lips, so yeah, it does look good, but maybe just one closer to the actual colour, so it's not that much of a different colour change in that. But yeah, so I forgot this next one needed me to take my glasses off since it's to do with my brows. So yeah, it's the Perfect Brows. Just to go back to the second to last one I just done, my bottom lip looks like it's plumped out a bit more than what it was earlier. When I took off the like lipstick and everything, that when I done it, it literally looks like this part is, well, this part has got bigger. Like my top lip looks the same, but this bit looks like it's gone bigger. Well, when I took it off it did, but it might have gone down a bit now. But yeah, but with this one, it's basically how most people I think do their brows. I just do my brows differently. I just straight up fill my brows in and then just do the little hairs here, whereas this one is just obviously lining your brows and then filling it in. So yeah, I've just got my brow pencil here. I've got a brush at one end and pencil the other end. I am just going to do one brow. I'm going to do this one. So it says to brush your brows up. Has 4 steps. Brush your brows up. And then outline them. I guess you kind of have to brush your brow downwards when you do this bit, because you don't want them up when you do the top bit, do ya? I'll leave it up. I never outline my brows because I always find it hard to. Like especially this bit here, I can't just go. And I made a mess of it. Right, now I've defined my brows. Add thickness in upward strokes with a pencil. Oh, I didn't do this bit. Round that off. Now I've done that. And then you just add highlighter, which I'm not going to do. But yeah, that is not how I normally do my brows. I normally just fill in here and then go across. Purely because I can't line this part that well. And that. This probably could be a trick if you just want your brows to look nice and stuff. But because I need glasses anyway, and I can't really exactly see that while I'm doing my eyebrows, it's easier just to fill them in. I do it the easier way, and I don't like the curved part here where it shows to do your brow, and they have it curved. I normally just do it straight kind of thing, so for that curve off the brow. But yeah, and I also like it lighter here, whereas they should just look the same colour throughout the whole brow, which I've kind of done, but this part's a bit lighter. But yeah, so this is what it is. Like, it is like a good thing. My eyebrow is weirdly shaped at the moment since I've literally just plucked them, and I might have plucked it a bit too much around here. But yeah, it is good for doing your eyebrows if you don't know what kind of a way you want to do it, and you can test it out. But for me, it's no, because it takes longer, but you do get the more precise kind of shaped brow to do with your brow. It is more in the lines of your kind of brow, I think, what I'm trying to say, and that. So yeah, so that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Part 2 to this will be uploaded next week, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Bye!